300%. Government figures show the National Treasury received bids amounting to 696 billion shillings from foreign investors against a target of 174 billion. This comes after a 10-day international campaign led by Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich in the US, United Kingdom, Germany and the Middle East. The bond issue, whose transaction was sealed off on Monday, attracted overwhelming interest, particularly from pension funds, insurers and sovereign wealth funds, with sources within the government saying the money would be wired in the government account at Central Bank before Monday next week. Analysts reckon that the high demand is an endorsement of Kenya as an investment destination. The low yields coupled with high investor interest are also said to be a reflection of perfect timing for issuing of the bond. The bond is expected to settle a syndicated loan of 52.2 billion.
It's actually 2 billion is not much. If you think about it, the American Federal Bank was picking up at least $85 billion worth of U.S. treasuries every month. Okay, right now it has tapered that down to $65 billion. But you can imagine 65 billion for US versus 2 billion for Kenya. It's not much.
That's really good news to the country. We are therefore going to receive the revenue that we had anticipated to receive, so that projects that had been budgeted for in this financial year can be completed.
Kenyan firms can now host their websites locally and at low cost following the successful relocation of the Kenya Internet Exchange Point. Adelaide Jengole explains.
The decision on where to host the servers that service any company's system is a sensitive one, with the company seeking to host the servers in the safest location with the most contingencies.
Those facilities did not have redundant power. They didn't have sufficient cooling, and also the fire management systems and access control were a bit of a challenge.
As a result, Kenyan companies have opted to host their servers in Europe, something that has led to higher internet costs and longer connection times as internet traffic has had to move out of Kenya to international networks. Moreover, it made companies very susceptible to downtime anytime the fiber optic networks were cut. But that could soon change as the Kenya Internet Exchange Point relocates to the East African Data Center.
Through the partnership that we have with KXP, we've been able to make it a lot more easier for any local or global communication service providers to cross-connect to KXP.
As Africa's fastest growing IXP, we are ensuring that Kenya is taking its place as not only the hub for ICT in East Africa, but a global player in terms of exchange points.
The exchange point currently facilitates the Kenya Revenue Authority to receive online income tax reports from citizens, as well as clearing customs for importers. As such, experts hope the move to host the exchange point at the East African Data Center, which guarantees 99.98% availability of data, will inspire more local firms to host their servers locally.
All of you who are hosting in Amsterdam, hosting in London, hosting in Canada, hosting in the US, you need to come and host locally.
Adelaide Jengole, KTN Business.